All right, so we're diving into full moon magic this time.
Ooh, exciting.
Yeah, and this article, Full Moon Magic, Rituals and What Not to Do, I mean, it's got me intrigued, So
Yep.
let's unpack it together. Not just the rituals, but the why behind them.
It's amazing. The full moon has always fascinated people for centuries. It's more than just this pretty thing in the sky. There's this energetic peak to it,
Oh, for sure.
a time for completion and letting go.
Okay.
And that's why so many different cultures, spiritual traditions, they've got all these rituals designed to tap into that energy.
Right, like the moon's giving us this boost,
Exactly.
and we got to use it, right?
Yeah.
So tell me about this whole completion letting go thing.
Well, imagine the lunar cycle like breathing.
Oh, okay.
The waxing moon, that's like inhaling,
Okay, bringing in.
building up energy.
Right.
And then the full moon, that's the exhale.
Exhale, got it.
Time to let go.
Yeah.
You see? And at that point, your emotions, your intentions, they're amplified.
Right, right.
So it makes it the perfect time to shed, anything that's not serving you anymore.
Okay, so would it be wrong to try and start something new on a full moon?
I mean, you could, but the energy's more about letting go.
Right, right.
Old patterns, habits, even those beliefs that are holding you back. That's where those cleansing rituals come in, help you ride that wave of release.
Oh, okay. Okay, so let's talk rituals. The article talks about ritual baths,
Mm-hmm.
but I always kind of thought those were more, symbolic.
Oh, they are, for sure. The
Yes.
symbolism's powerful, but it's also about actually physically immersing yourself in water, especially if you infuse it with herbs like lavender or sage.
Right.
It's like literally washing away all that energetic gunk.
It makes sense. I never thought about it like that.
Mm.
What about other stuff like crystals or tarot cards? Could you cleanse those under the full moon too?
Absolutely. The full moon is like a giant energy charger.
Okay.
Anything that holds energy, crystals, herbs, candles, put them out under that moonlight.
Charging them up.
You got it. They soak it all up. Supercharged.
So it's not just us getting a cleanse, it's our tools too.
Exactly.
And I'm guessing that energy boost helps with manifestation too, like doing that on a full moon.
Oh, absolutely. The full moon is like the spotlight on what you want.
Makes sense.
It helps you see it clearly.
Yeah.
So writing down those intentions, it's like focusing that light right onto your goals.
Okay.
Makes them stronger.
And like burning the paper. That's about letting go of what? Doubts, fears.
Exactly. You're handing it all over to the universe,
Wow.
The full moon's your witness.
I like that.
You're saying, this is what I want. No more holding back.
It's like we're actually part of making it happen.
Right.
That's powerful.
And that active part, it can be a lot of things. Meditation, for example, that's super strong under a full moon.
So you mean like sitting out under it,
Yeah.
soaking up all the vibes
Yeah.
and picturing your dreams?
Yes. But more than pictures,
Right.
You tap into the energy for clarity, to clear blockages. Align yourself with your best self.
I feel like I should try this.
The full moon makes your intentions stronger, your connection to yourself stronger too.
Now, you mentioned guided meditations earlier. Are those like specific for full moon stuff?
You can find some that are, for releasing negativity, for abundance, even just connecting to the energy for healing, balance.
It's like having a guide, right?
Exactly.
This is fascinating. I'm already feeling more connected to the moon just talking about it.
That's the power of awareness. And speaking of being aware, there's some things to watch out for during a full moon, things to avoid, so you're working with the energy, not against it.
Okay, yeah. The don'ts from the article. This is where it gets interesting. What are we supposed to avoid under a full moon?
Well, number one, don't make any big decisions during a full moon.
Wait, really? I thought it was all about action, making things happen.
It is, but remember those heightened emotions?
Yeah.
They can cloud your judgment, make you do impulsive things.
Oh, okay. So it's like trying to cook when you're starving
Exactly.
might end up with a mess.
The full moon is for reflection, setting intentions, but for big decisions, better wait till things calm down a bit.
Make choices when you're clear-headed.
Exactly.
Okay, so no hasty decisions. What else?
Another big one is avoid rituals about banishing or hurting others.
Oh, interesting. So releasing negativity is good, but not if it's about, like, sending bad stuff to someone else.
Right. The full moon's energy is strong. It's best used for positive things.
Okay.
Growth, healing, aligning with your best self.
Yeah.
Not negativity or hurting anyone.
It's like we've got this powerful tool, got to use it responsibly.
Exactly.
All right, no bad vibes magic. What else should we avoid during a full moon?
Well, don't overload yourself with rituals.
Oh, that's true. There's so much you could do. It's tempting to try everything, right?
The key is to pick one or two that really speak to you and focus on those. Quality over quantity, Intention, not overwhelm.
So not like a checklist, but things that actually fit what you need.
Exactly. Approach each one with real presence, purpose. Don't just go through the motions.
I'm seeing a theme here. Mindfulness, intention. That's key.
You got it. And that brings up another point. Don't try to force things to happen, even with all this energy.
Huh. That's interesting. Isn't the full moon supposed to be like the time for manifesting?
It is, but it's not about controlling the outcome.
Oh, okay.
It's more about aligning yourself with the flow of things and trusting.
So you set your intentions and then let the universe handle it.
Right. It's about surrendering, not dictating. Think of it like planting a seed. You can't force it to sprout overnight.
That's a good analogy.
You got to nurture it, trust the process, let nature do its thing.
Patience and trust. Key ingredients.
Speaking of, have you ever thought about the different energies of a waxing versus waning moon? That's a whole other area.
You know what? This is getting so good. I don't want to rush it. How about we dive into that next time? Stay with us. We'll be right back after a quick break.
Sounds great. Looking forward to it.
All right, so we're back, and I'm really curious about this whole waxing and waning moon thing. It sounds like there's like a whole nother level to this lunar magic.
There definitely is. Thinking about those phases, it adds another dimension to your practice. So imagine this. The waxing moon, that time between the new and full moon, that's all about building, growing, inviting things in. It's like the spring of the lunar cycle.
Oh, okay. So if the full moon's about letting go, waxing moon's about attracting.
You got it. So rituals during the waxing moon, they might focus on abundance, creativity, strengthening relationships, things like that.
So instead of like a cleansing bath, you might have a bath with herbs and oils that are for attracting love or money.
Exactly. It's about aligning your rituals with that specific energy. Now, the waning moon, that's the time between full and new. That's more about introspection, letting go, shedding the old.
It sounds like that's when you do the deep inner work, like facing stuff you've been avoiding.
Exactly. It's perfect for that. Releasing limiting beliefs, negative patterns. The waning moon, it's like autumn for the moon, time to clear out to make space for the new.
Wow, this is like changing how I see the moon completely. It's a source of energy that's always shifting.
It is. And we can work with those shifts if we pay attention.
Yeah.
It reminds us that everything's cyclical. There's times to grow, times to release, times for action, times to just surrender.
And once you get that, you can like work with it, not against it.
Exactly. It's about finding that sweet spot, effort, but also allowing things to happen, taking action, but also surrendering to how life flows.
And we haven't even touched on the energies of each zodiac sign the moon goes through.
We haven't?
There's always more to learn.
There is. But even just knowing the basics of the lunar cycle and how to use its energy, that can make a huge difference.
It's like we've been given this cosmic roadmap, but we got to use it, right?
Yeah, exactly.
To live more intentionally.
What's so cool to me is these old practices, they're actually getting more relevant now in the modern world.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Like, the more disconnected we get from nature, the more the moon reminds us that we are connected to something bigger.
It's like a call to come back to, like our roots,
Yeah.
To understand ourselves and where we fit in the universe better.
And that brings up a really important point. It's not about just doing the rituals without thinking.
Okay.
It's about understanding the why, the principles behind them, and then you adapt them so they fit you, your needs, your intentions.
So it's not a strict rule book. It's
Yeah.
about what feels right for you.
Right. The rituals, they're tools to help you connect to the moon's energy.
Right.
But the real magic's when you use your own intuition, your own creativity.
Like maybe instead of a ritual bath, you dance under the full moon or write a poem or something.
Exactly. What feels authentic, what feels powerful, that's what matters.
Speaking of powerful, we were talking about things to avoid during a full moon before the break.
Oh, right. We were talking about not pushing yourself too hard.
Yeah, like even though there's all this energy, you can't just go, right? Got to be mindful of your limits.
Exactly.
Want to burn out.
It's all about finding that balance,
Yeah.
Use the energy, but respect yourself. Think of it like a marathon, not a sprint.
Oh, I like that.
Pace yourself, conserve your energy, take breaks when you need them.
Sustainability?
Yes. Even in our spiritual stuff. And that reminds me of another don't compare your journey to other people's.
Oh, that's interesting. What do you mean?
The full moon can make us extra sensitive.
Right.
And it's easy to start comparing, especially with like social media and all that.
So, like, if I see someone's awesome full moon ritual online and I'm just feeling blah,
Hmm.
I shouldn't get down on myself.
Exactly.
Right.
Everyone's journey's different.
Right.
What works for them might not work for you, and vice versa. Focus on your own experience, your own intentions, and honor your own path.
Stay in your lane. Don't worry about what everyone else is doing.
Exactly. The full moon's about self-discovery, not self-judgment.
And that's good advice for life in general, I think.
Absolutely. Now, before we wrap up, there's one last don't that's super important, and it kind of ties everything together.
Okay. I'm intrigued. What is it?
Don't be afraid to experiment.
Wait, isn't that a do?
It is, but so many people get hung up on doing it right, being
Hmm.
perfect, that they miss out on the real magic.
So don't let fear hold you back from finding what works for you.
Exactly. The full moon is about exploring, trying new things, finding your connection to this energy.
It's like giving yourself permission to play. Be curious.
Yes, there's no one right way to do this. It's about what feels authentic and powerful to you.
I love that. So we've covered the do's and don'ts, the whole lunar cycle, how to make it personal. Quite a journey.
It has been, but there's still so much to talk about, like how to.
Hold on. Before we get carried away, we got to bring it back to our listeners, right?
Mhm.
What's the takeaway for them? Why should they care about all this full moon magic?
You're right. Okay, so the full moon, with all that energy and it being about completion and release, it gives you this amazing chance to grow, to transform.
Mm,
If
yeah.
you do things that align with that energy, you can make your intentions stronger, clear out negativity, really see your path forward more clearly.
Like the universe is giving us this cosmic reset button,
Right.
a chance to start fresh, be better versions of ourselves.
Yeah, and that's something worth paying attention to, wouldn't you say?
It really is.
Yeah.
This whole talk has me thinking, can you, like, work with this moon energy all month long? Or is it just a full moon thing?
That's a good question. It gets to a key part of working with the moon. It's not just the full moon, it's about the whole cycle. The full moon, that's the peak, yeah.
Right, right.
But the energy, it builds up, changes throughout the whole month.
So, like, the full moon is the big finale, but there's all this stuff leading up to it.
Exactly. You can set intentions on the new moon.
Oh,
Nurture them as the moon grows.
like tending a garden.
Yeah. Then release what's not working during the full moon.
Right.
And then when it's waning, that's for reflecting, integrating, doing and being, action and surrender. It's a dance.
I can see how this would be powerful for, like, self-discovery, growing as a person.
Mm.
It's like we're tapping into this rhythm that's always been there. We just weren't tuned in.
And the more you pay attention, you start noticing how it affects you. You might feel more emotional on the full moon,
Yeah.
more introspective when it's waning, more energetic when it's waxing.
It's like unlocking this code
Yeah.
to ourselves and the universe.
And remember, it's not just about you benefiting. When you're aligned with this energy, you become like a channel for it. It flows through you out into the world.
So it's not selfish.
Not at all. When you heal yourself, you're helping to heal the world. You raise your vibration, it raises everyone's around you. The full moon, it's a chance to step into your power, be your best self, and be a light for others.
I love that. It's like we're all connected. And what we do, it matters. It can create change.
Exactly. The full moon reminds us we're part of something bigger, and we can make the world better, more beautiful.
As we finish up our deep dive into full moon magic, what's the one thing you hope people listening take away from all this?
I hope they feel empowered to explore how they connect to the moon,
Yeah.
to try different rituals, trust their gut, and see what magic happens when they work with these rhythms of nature.
That's beautiful. Thank you so much to you and to everyone listening for joining us on this lunar adventure. We hope you've gotten some good insights, inspiration for your own practice.
And remember, it doesn't end here. Keep exploring, keep learning, keep shining.
Until next time, keep looking up, and may the moon guide your path.